after the Sacred video came out and the hair wash thing and the whole debacle with that, the Country Music Awards dropped all of their nominees lists, and Beyonce was not listed for not one award. Not one. Not one award. No white people said, this ain't no motherfucking country album, and we do not want you at this table. You may be revered and regarded in every other area that you dominate, but this over here, we don't give a fuck what you did with Cowboy Carter. You are not coming over here to. We're not nominating you. Point blank. Period. And that's what that's what they did. So let's get into the nominations and who was nominated and who did. This was the nomination list, and I'm, oh my god, I'm mad because this is like not that big of a photo. Like, you can't really see everybody, but we can see we got Best New Artist, Music Video of the Year, Musician of the Year, Musical Event of the Year, Vocal Duo, Vocal Group, Male Vocalist, Female Vocalist, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, Entertainer. Beyonce's picture is not listed in not none of these categories. Not one. The boy Shabuzi that she put on her album, and that I even found out who he was from the album that she put out, he's nominated. His ass got songs on the charts running it up, and he got nominated. And Beyonce not being nominated, this sent the internet. It sent the fucking internet in a frenzy, of course, yet again, because everybody's like, oh, Beyonce's not nominated. Oh, y'all snub B. Oh, where's Cowboy Carter? Oh, why is she not being nominated? What's the reason why this time? She not gonna get Album of the Year this time? And this, that, third, like, all this shit, because it's always been a whole bunch of drama surrounding Beyonce, and if she gets snubbed, and if she deserves it, and this, that, and the third. So Cowboy Carter did not need to be nominated for no Country Music Award. Cowboy Carter was not a country album. Beyonce said it herself out of her own mouth that this is a Beyonce album. It's not a country album. And so them white people over there at the Country Music Awards said, well, I'm glad the fuck that this is not a country album, and we gonna agree with your ass too, and this is why your ass ain't getting nominated. We not letting you come sit at this table. We don't give a fuck what your rendition was. Like, even if it was country-ish, it still wasn't a full-fledged country dive into. Like, it wasn't full, deep country music. And I listened to that album a couple times. I listened to it because I support everything that Beyonce do. So I actually like the music on the album, but I can say that her runs were R&B runs, and a lot of the lyrics were R&B lyrics, and displayed over some country-esque beats, and slap some actual country people on as the features. And then towards the end, give a more Renaissance vibe of what Renaissance was, because a lot of them songs at the end was very Renaissance 1 type vibes. So in that essence, no, the album was not a country album, and that's not no diss, because that's just what it is. That's just that. Was it a good body of work? Yes, it was. It was a good body of work. I'm not saying the music was bad. I like the music that's on there. But did I go back and listen to that music and run it back over and over again? And is it as timeless as what her other albums are? No. No, it was not. Like, the moment literally came and went. The album fell off the charts the minute it debuted. Literally the next week, Taylor Swift was right back up on the charts, or one of them other artists had took over the charts again. And none of the singles lasted either. Not one of them singles charted or reached up in like the areas of top 10. I think a couple of the songs got into like the top 10, but they faded off literally within like 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks max, and it was just like gone. And that was just it. We got no videos. We got no performances. We got nothing to promote or keep pushing the music forward. Now, we did get introduced to some new country artists. Shout out to Shabuzi. Shout out to Tanner Adele, because now I am aware of who they are, and I've listened to some of their music, and I like what they have to contribute as well. But the moment of Cowboy Carter literally came and went. And the songs fell right off the charts. And they did not have lasting power nor replay values and to go back to continuously listen to those songs. So in essence, what do we do with this album now that truthfully your core fan base did not want? We've been asking you for R&B music for I don't know how long, and I get that you want to go out and create all this other shit, but what about your core fan base? What about the shit that actually works? What about the shit that actually sticks? We haven't gotten no R&B from Beyonce since Lemonade. Lemonade was the last full-fledged R&B where she just dwelled in her heart and just bared her soul. It was just deep, gut-wrenching R&B, emotional music that was about a woman's feelings, about her husband cheating on her and rekindling that and how to move forward from that essence. It was just a powerful moment when Lemonade dropped. Cowboy Carter has not had the same impact. And it did not even have the same lasting power as her last part one, Renaissance, where that was a full-fledged fucking movement, a tour that was dominating a whole summer where everybody was in silver sparkling cowboy boots and cowboy girl hats and shit, singing every goddamn song that was on the album. I still go back and play Renaissance 1 before I go ever back and put any of this shit back on from Cowboy Carter 2. Or, I done said Cowboy Carter 2. Well, Renaissance Part 2, Cowboy Carter. You know what the fuck I mean. But, bottom line is that, no, she did not get snubbed. She did not deserve to be nominated for these awards. And truthfully, when the Grammys come around, she bet not be nominated for Album of the Year either. And I'm sorry to say. I'm just fucking sorry to say Beyonce does not deserve Album of the Year from the Grammys this year. And they bet not try to give my girl a pity fucking party and act like she does, because that album did not last. B, that's just the truth. I love you down. I love you down. I will argue anybody down about Beyonce. But Cowboy Carter, no. Overall, even though I like the music, in an overall grand scheme, it was a no. And that's just that. So, that's what was going on with the whole Country Music Awards and Beyonce's association with that.